In today's video, we're taking you on a little bit of a tour to the best of our ability of the South Warren area. And we chose this morning specifically on purpose so we could take you to one of our favorite restaurants.
So as Valerie said, so we're in South Warren, which is going to put us south of Bowling Green, kind of like the Nashville Road area, the Russellville Road area is kind of all encompassed. A little bit of the Plano area in Bowling Green is all part of South Warren. In our last video, we talked about Alvaton, and I think the biggest difference to me in Alvaton is a much smaller area because it's kind of pinched off between like I-65 going east towards Scottsville, so it's kind of like a little smaller area where you're not seeing as much new construction and things. And when you get into South Warren, it's much more land, it's much more open. There's nothing really like constricting the area. The best to kind of explain this area, it's just more open, and if you keep going out of South Warren, you end up in Franklin. One of the more desirable high schools, South Warren, which is directly behind me right now. A lot of people like that school because it's new, and people like the new schools.
It's a big high school.
It's huge.
And it is very nice. Tons of farmland around this area. Nothing but like just country and round bales of hay. Those are going to be your views out here. That's Kentucky, guys. You want to see what Kentucky looks like? You're thinking about moving here? We're trying our best to show you a good visual of what this area looks like. There's a lot of new apartment complexes going up in this area as well. So if you're looking to rent, this is a great area. Now we're going to take you into a couple new constructions. We do that because they're vacant and they're new, and we're not going to put a seller out to show you, a property that's existing. But obviously around all of Bowling Green, you can find any kind of property you want. 1970s, 1980s, 1990s, early 2000s. We've got all of that. Homes that have been completely renovated and remodeled. Homes that haven't been touched since 1970. We have all of that too.
It's my opinion, and this is facts by Jarrett, that you'll see a lot of the growth down Nashville Road and Russellville Road, like more shopping and things to do. Because if you live out here right now, you've kind of got to go back into Bowling Green at like Nashville Road and Campbell. There's a Kroger and there's some things to shop there. But all the major shopping is still over on Scottsville Road, which is a solid, 10 minutes from here. But I do think as time goes on, you'll see more shopping and things kind of grow in this area and come out this way.
We've said this before when we're trying to explain what it's like to live in these smaller towns of Kentucky. Now Bowling Green, again, third largest city in Kentucky. 75-ish thousand people. So it's still very much got a small town America feel. And once you get outside of these like main trafficy shopping areas, it's very rural and very country. And I'm talking 10 minutes away. We're going to try our best to show you what this area looks like. And before we do that, we're going on 1 cup of coffee. So let's go grab some breakfast at Rich Pond Market. Now, y'all are going to be like, what is Rich Pond Market? Is this great fancy breakfast place? No. It's a small country marketplace. And so it's kind of like, it looks like a gas station store, but there's no gas station here. We know you want to see a little bit of property. We know you want to see more of the area. So we're going to get some breakfast and move along. Now, I know it just looks like biscuits and gravy, but it's got a little bit of crumbled up tenderloin in there. I'm telling you, it's one of our favorite breakfasts in all of Bowling Green. So thank you to Rich Pond Market. Y'all are our favorite. South Warren Middle, right across the street. Okay, we're gonna take you to go see a house or two. But I wanted to say that if you're looking to move in this area and you wanna see a few more fuller subdivision tours, we do have a tour on the neighborhood that is right next door to this Rich Pond Market, which is called South Glen Gables. It's beautiful. Check out that full neighborhood tour.
And so we're going to take you to another new subdivision called Greystone, and there's a lot of new construction going on in there.
Also, I want to say, if you are thinking about living in this area, Cheney's Dairy Barn is right there past Rich Pond Market as well. Cheney's Dairy Barn's been around a long time. If you want to see more about that, you can check out this other video here where we did things to do in Bowling Green, and that's a really popular one. Also, Lost River Cave is a big tourist attraction around this area.
So if you're looking for a new construction house, the market has been a little bit different. So this is December of 24, so just to kind of keep that in context.
Not sure if we mentioned it when we were at Rich Pond Market, but the high school and middle school are right next to each other, right across the street. So just like a lot of other schools in this area, the two schools are right next door to each other. Makes it very convenient. So we just arrived in Greystone, and this community is literally a 3 to 4 minute drive from the high school and middle school. Very cool. This is different.
We are in a new construction built by Aria Homes in Greystone. Right away when I jump into this house, just kind of looking around, I like that it's for a new construction spec house. It has a lot of character. You know, you've got the tub sink. I like this granite. It's better than some of the, we've been seeing a lot of the black speckly granite. This is just a little lighter. I really like this granite here. But you're talking, you know, it's soft closed cabinet drawers, tongue and grooves, looks nice. You got a pantry, wire shelf pantry right off the kitchen is nice. But I really like how open this room is. There is not a light on in this house, and you know it's
really bright, beautiful.
So as you come off the little dining area, you have the non-paying customer side of the house. You just got 2 bedrooms. They're about the same size with a bathroom in the middle. This is kind of a typical layout you see around here. Closets are good enough size for kiddos or in-laws or people you don't want to stay around very long. So good size closet for that. And then like I say, just a kind of a similar bathroom. It's got the same granite. It's in the kitchen and the same cabinet. So you know, that look kind of goes all the way through. One thing I do like about this house, and we were kind of looking around just a little bit, and I do have one light on, is the laundry room is right off the garage, which makes it nice. If you're out cutting grass or doing something, you're outside, you can, if you're really gross, you can change in the laundry room. Little things that they do that you just don't get in like a national home builder is like just, you know, a place to hang your coats right when you come in the door. You know, it's just something to kind of look at and break this wall up, and done a good job with that mudroom type area. Coming into the primary bedroom, it's really an appropriate size. I still don't have another way to say good size, but get a king size bed in here, no problem. It's got a nice walk-in closet. I can't do the full turn, but I can do a 90% turn. One thing that I like to see that a lot of the builders are doing now in their primary bathrooms is instead of, you know, in this price point, you're not going to get 4 pieces. You're only going to get 3 pieces. And one thing they've done on this one is they put in a shower. I do like the fact that they put a shower in here. If you're older and you're looking for a house without a lot of steps, I think there's 3 steps coming in this house, and there are some, like I'm looking across the street. There's one with less steps across the street.
Oh, we can see across the street? Mm-hmm. Yep, we sure can, because this is another closet.
That's his closet, because it has no vents in there.
Yeah, and it's kind of small, so.
His closet and hers is on the other side.
One of my favorite things is how bright this house is. On its own, no lights, this place is beautiful. And I do actually like this layout. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like this house feels a little bit tight, but the layout is very different, and the bedrooms are separated and the spaces are separated, even though this main area of the kitchen and living are still open and together. So you've got the primary over here, other bedrooms over here, and then we can all gather together right off the patio. And this is cool. So what you're gonna find in a neighborhood like this is it's gonna be a little tight, guys. So you do get a little covered porch out here, but you know, you've got all the neighbors. So sure, you could put up a fence, you know, eventually, but you know, this is just one of those neighborhoods where you're gonna see people. So in this area, like we said, you can be out in the country and very spread out and open, but to find a property that's like out there on its own with its own separate acreage, not in an HOA necessarily, that can be found as well. But this is what you're going to find in a new development in this area.
I like how they put a plug up here so you can mount your TV up over the fireplace. And then you have good light in here, plenty of light, but they also give you good wall space so you can kind of like arrange this living room pretty easily. And this thing has really tall ceilings. There's like 10-foot ceilings in the living room and probably 9-foot ceilings in the kitchen. Also, with it being taller like that makes it feel bigger. I'm sure you guys all want to know how much this joker is. So let's talk about it. So this house is brand new, still hasn't been through the final cleanup. We're talking LVP floors, granite countertops, soft close drawers, all your appliances, everything is in here. 1,600 square foot, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2-car garage. You're on about a quarter acre lot, 0.23 acres, $314,900. And so that's actually a pretty good buy. And if you're looking for something like that in this price point in this neighborhood, there's several. So we can find you what you're looking for.
Okay, while he's locking up, I wanted to tell you that our content calendar for 2025, we're currently planning. We need you guys to know that if Bowling Green is an area you're looking in, and maybe this is your first time viewing the channel, or maybe you've come back several times, it would really be in your benefit to subscribe and hit the notification bell, because we're probably not going to be coming back weekly in 2025. It's more going to be like maybe every 3 to 4 weeks, maybe once a month. So be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. That way you are notified when we do put out a new area tour, because that's going to be the focus of our content for the beginnings and early parts of 2025 coming up. Also, if you guys are not necessarily ready to quite make your cross-country move yet, maybe you have a lot of questions, you're looking to uproot everything and move to a different state, and maybe you don't know how, or you don't know where to start, you need someone to help you through a checklist and really help you go from like overwhelmed to in control. We do have something called Project Relocation. You're welcome to check that out. It's going to be in the link below. So we're out here on Russellville Road. We're taking you toward another subdivision in this area. And out here there's another little breakfast place called Melissa's Country Cafe. Also very popular on a Saturday morning. That one's more like a little bit more diner. And people ask us all the time, where's a great place to go for breakfast? And like diner food. And those are two that we've already named. And then there's also like 5th Street Diner, which is more downtown Bowling Green. It still isn't far from here.
A little mix of stuff on this subdivision. So kind of going in, as you can see, we're in a little bit of an older part of a subdivision, and there's a new section which we're heading to back here. So we're going to go check it out and show you guys yet another new construction. So really like this house. It's I haven't gotten past this part right here, but this is actually really a nice layout, and it's just kind of cute. It's a little different than what we're used to looking at. Really, really, really like this house. And I don't know what it is about this house that I like so much, but maybe it's because it's more different than the stuff we've been looking at. But when I walked in the door of this house, I'm like, oh, I like this place. And I hadn't even seen the bedrooms. So just kind of giving you a quick layout. So you've got your paying customer is over here behind the garage, whereas your primary bedroom, ensuite, and all that good stuff. You've got your non-paying customers in the front of the house on the other side of the kitchen. So 3-bedroom, 2-bath, granite countertops. Does not come with a fridge, at least it doesn't have one in, but it's got soft close drawers and soft close cabinets. Kind of a nice area. It's got this more speckly black granite. You see this a lot in spec houses. I can't wait to tell you the price on this one. But this is just a nice layout. Maybe it's the floors. Oh, son of a biscuit eater.
Look at that. No wire shelves in a walk-in pantry in this price point. We are hitting all kinds of nails on the head in this one.
Oh my.
Did I say that right?
Yes, you did.
We are hitting all kinds of nails on the head on this house.
Son of a gun. Well, that was a surprise. So I'll just say this, you know how we've been wanting to start the no wire shelf revolution. So I'm sure there's wire shelves in the closet, but at least they gave us a pantry without wire shelves. Because honestly, guys, like wire shelves in the pantry, trying to set, it's just a bad idea. Now I will say on the non-paying side, this bedroom is pretty small because it's got like this 45-degree wall in it.
Yeah.
But this would make a pretty nice little office. If you didn't need the third bedroom, this would make a great little office actually. And then you come back here and this bedroom's a little bigger. Yeah, I mean, this is a good sized bedroom as well for a...
It's small.
So you put your kid in here that you like the most, and the one you like the least, you put him over there.
This bathroom's awfully pretty.
Mm-hmm. Similar cabinets and granite as a kitchen, and then has a nice fiberglass one-piece tub.
Yeah, the one thing I don't like though is shut the door. See how close that is to the cabinet when you come in? I think there's enough room there they could do a slider door. That could be changed to a slider.
All right, so coming across the house, going to the primary, you have a kitchen. And one thing I like about this house right away that I noticed going into it, and just going in the garage first, I guess, is that no steps.
0 step.
Mm-hmm. But you know, again, it's got a tall ceiling, insulated garage door. They're just doing like some of the little stuff on this house that makes it nice. I like the laundry room. They give you a couple of cabinets above the go over the washing machine. Also soft close. Same tile that's in the bathrooms. So the primary bedroom.
Ooh, nice and sunny.
Nice and sunny. You've got crown molding, and then they've got a tray ceiling with crown in it as well. So like they did a little extra things this house, and it really shows. I'm kind of pretty impressed with this house. Coming on into the primary bathroom. Remember how I told you that you don't get 4 pieces in this price point? I lied.
1, 2, 3. Number 4. Is that your Sesame Street Count Dracula?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
But look here. I can do a full circle.
That's impressive.
So it's not a huge house. And if this house has a downfall, it would be out the back window. It does back up to the industrial park. So I don't know how you feel about that. But when I tell you that, well, maybe it won't. Maybe this is going to be houses right here because there's houses down there. Maybe, I bet they put houses between this and the industrial park.
It's kind of private currently. Okay, I know what it is that we like so much. I really think it's the color choices and the color of the flooring. The flooring is so warm and inviting, this wood color. And then I love a brick backsplash. I just think they're warm and inviting, and the colors they chose, even though this is kind of a common granite for a spec house, I think what they chose here in this price point with the backsplash and the warmth of the flooring is really making this place feel warmer than colder. And in my opinion, I think that's why when we walked in, we're like, this just already feels cozy without anything else in it yet. That's just my personal take on it. And the fireplace too, that beautiful brick.
It just got a lot of little extra things to it that I just really, really appreciate, and you don't see in specs, especially at this price point. 1,500 square feet, brand new construction, 0.18 acre lot. So it's got a small lot, 3 bedroom, 2 bath, 2 car garage, on a slab, no stairs, fireplace, nice cabinet.
And wood shelves in the pantry.
And brick.
That's
All
right.
brick.
And this is in a mostly brick neighborhood.
Mm-hmm. And South Warren School District, 298,900. I mean, if you're looking for something that's close to town, kind of private, you better call me on this one pretty quick because it's not going to last.
Okay, he's going to lock up this house and we're going to head over to the Nashville Road area because I know you all are wondering, well, if I lived in this area, what's around? What are some things we can do? what are the restaurants? Where can I go shopping? Where do I get my groceries? And honestly, it's really only about a 10, 12-minute drive to those things, maybe even less, depending on what side of this area you live on. We are headed in on Russellville Road back into the main areas of, well, where everything's at. There's a ton of Casey's gas stations around here. Casey's seemed to have bought up every gas station there was. And then this is the ramp to 165, north and south. North will take you all the way to Owensboro. South will take you, well, it ends in Plano. So this is exit 5 on 165, and then Nashville Road is exit 3, which is the very next exit.
Now we're going to go up to Nashville Road and go up Nashville Road, and that's where like your, and we'll show you all this, but it's like where your coffee shops, some fast food restaurants. There's an Elizabethtown there, Kroger, Cheddar's, Starbucks. Right over here behind Valerie is the, and you can kind of see the silos over there. I don't know if you can see them or not. That is the Western Kentucky farm for the college there.
All right, we just turned at that light, and see, there's Pine Grove. I've shown you Pine Grove subdivision before, back in those trees. That made one of our favorite neighborhoods in Bowling Green. Kind of a little bit of everything here. There's a big old church. There's a Yamaha place where they sell side-by-sides, which I don't know where you really go to ride those around Bowling Green, but you have to take them a little bit further than here. There's Providence Coffee. Another Casey's. You got Sonic, you got Popeyes, you got BP. And to our left here is Slim Chickens, popular chicken place to eat. Pretty good, actually. And then to the right, you're gonna find Christmas trees and Lost River Cave. This here is a Graves Gilbert, one of the bigger medical offices in the area. It's very, very nice. There's also an eye care place across the street, a dental place, Dollar General, very popular in Kentucky. We've got Taco Bell, we've got Pizza Hut. Okay, to the right is a nail place, a winery, tasting room. There's a taco place there. Dairy Queen, that's where the Kroger is. And over here behind the McDonald's in this whole like strip mall, there's a really neat rock salt like meditation room. It's really neat, actually. There's a Cheddar's. Cheddar's is pretty good. And this is Campbell and Nashville Road. So we just turned right on Campbell Lane, and behind us was a Chick-fil-A. There's a Cookout, a Starbucks, AT&T. There's a Gigi's Cupcakes in that white strip mall there.
There's a Booger King.
Just like every other American town. There's a Shogun. There's a ramen noodle place back in there. There's another strip mall that goes back to some apartments. Hair salons, nail salons, wild eggs for breakfast, Krispy Kreme donuts.
The cool thing about all this is we've been, even with the lights and everything, maybe 10 minutes to get here. We're gonna take Campbell to Scottsville, and so like Campbell and Scottsville Road is like where all the shopping for Bowling Green pretty much is. For the most part, traffic is no big deal.
Yeah, lots of medical facilities where we're passing behind Jarrett here. There's a foot doctor.
There's a big old church over there.
Yeah. So this is pretty much like one of the busier areas in town. We're still on Campbell Lane. This is Aldi. Who doesn't love an Aldi? Woohoo! There's a Meijer grocery store to the left.
Free drinks at 7 Brew.
Oh yeah, 7 Brew's real popular around here now. There's 3 or 4 of them. Guys, we could name everything, but as you can see, Target and Lowe's is to our left. Walmart's up there. I mean, looks like every other town in America. Now that we're in the thick of it, Campbell Lane, Scottsville Road, where everyone shops and eats and where everything is. we need to tell you that this is not just the South Warren area. Like, this is everybody's area. So this is part of Greenwood. This is part of Bowling Green Central, where the purples are.
And so, like we were saying earlier, like all your kids know each other, and even they go to a different high school. There was a Christmas parade this morning where the marching bands all showed up, and all marching bands all know each other because they all do competitions together. They go to the same mall, they eat at the same restaurants, and that's what's kind of cool about this area. Is it's not like some of the bigger cities where that group of kids don't leave that suburb, because everything's in that suburb, and the next high school and suburb over is like a different world. There's a lot of integration. Is that maybe the way to say that?
That's what I think makes it feel so connected and like a large community. And well, now's as good a time as any to show you what Scottsville Road looks like. I mean, this is the main part right here. There's Pub by Novo, very popular restaurant. There's the mall to the right. I mean, you've got everything down here. Mission Barbecue, Wendy's, Taco Bell, Fruit of the Loom. There's the Longhorn and Greenwood Mall area. Now this is early December, so if you're viewing this thinking, well, it's not very pretty, actually, even going down Scottsville Road with all the mess of everything is actually kind of pretty. On the side of the mall, there's a whole strip of trees, and like through the summer and the fall, it's all very beautiful. I've often wondered why Bowling Green hasn't planted that same strip of trees on the other side of the road where all the fast food restaurants are. That would be something that Bowling Green would love to see. There needs to be a little more greenery on that side of the road. But anyway, I digress. I'm just saying that on a day like today, it's sunny and beautiful outside, but the leaves are gone. The leaves are gone at this point, and it's probably not the prettiest tour you've ever seen, but it's December, and when spring and summer roll back around, it'll all be lush and green again. We're going to cross over the highway and show you a little around Plano, but here's Greenwood High School again. It's really coming along. It's going to be nice when it's done. Okay, so this is some of the Plano area. We're going to be passing Plano Elementary. So if you live out here in this area, these kids will most likely go to South. The only thing out here is pretty much a Dollar General, which we just passed near Plano Elementary, the fire station, and BP. And that's about it. Just a couple subdivisions and older homes, and then homes that are not in subdivisions on some backcountry roads. If we just keep on going, we're going to end up in Franklin.
I'll say this about this area is like, it's kind of neat because you have like a little subdivisions, and like you say, you got some of these older homes, and there's a lot to be said about these older homes with the mature trees and all the stuff that goes along with them. But I mean, like, there's a big field to my left. There's this very country, kind of a rural setting, even though you're still kind of in some of these, I call them like one street neighborhoods, where they put in their street like this one the Ballard's going to hit.
I just want to turn into Fairview Farm. Just real quick, this is one of my favorite subdivisions. Well, a couple things I love about this subdivision. Again, this is South Warren. It's way out in the country. I don't say way out, but what were we? 10 minutes to all of that we just came from on Scottsville Road. Not far at all. But it feels way out when you get out here. And what I love about this subdivision is the lots. The lots are huge.
So if you're looking for a subdivision that's a little more spread out, by looking around, like acre or more lots, nicer, bigger houses, Fairview Farm stuff does not come up for sale in here a ton, but when it does, it goes pretty quick. But if this is something like you guys would be interested in, it's a subdivision I wouldn't mind living in. I just really like the aesthetics of it. So this pretty much wraps up our tour for the South Warren area. Make sure you like and subscribe. If you're moving but you don't know where you're going, check out our project relocation. It is an invaluable tool. It's not just information. It's things that we've learned the hard way. It will save you tons of money.
It is going to be huge value to you if you don't know quite where you want to be yet. And that's just not if you're thinking about moving to Kentucky,
Right.
but anywhere from A to B. Moving to another state is a huge deal, and this will take a load off you if you don't know where to start. Matter of fact, the people who have used it already have gained a lot from it, so we hope that you will too.
We have relocated hundreds of people at this point, and this is pretty much what we do all the time. So
We know these videos provide huge value to you guys. We hope we deliver the best possible visuals that we can of these areas so you guys can see for yourselves what they look like and what you might experience. But the best way to see this is to come here and visit yourself. 100% for sure. You've got to schedule a trip. If you're thinking about moving to these areas and you've never been here, definitely still schedule the trip. We wish we would have had video tours like this on areas when we were choosing to move to another area. Narrowing down the town you want to live in first is so incredibly important.
hope everyone's doing well. Enjoy your day. I'm not sure what day this is coming out. And thanks for watching, and we will see you guys.
On the next one.
See you guys.